So, I've read about older adults skydiving, but it's really quite something to actually be doing it.
Heather, this is nothing. We overcome ageism every single day.
But so even the young guy behind us is turning green.
That's because he didn't remember to take his Dramamine. Let's start. Let's just go.
Hi, I'm Hersey.
Hi, Hersey. I'm Howard. So listen, Hersey, what's the story with ageism now that COVID is sort of perking its head up again?
It still exists.
Ageism? Is it worse?
I don't know if it's worse. That's a good question, actually. What are you seeing?
I'm sort of thinking that it is worse, and I'm seeing a lot of, I want to say, advanced, our age. I see in my town, Brookline, Mass, because we're in Massachusetts, I see they have a lot of pets, and I'm not sure that they're taking good care of their pets during COVID. Also, I'm not sure that the pets can't get COVID. So I was wondering what you thought about pets and those of us who are sort of very mature.
I think pets are wonderful. I mean, they've been for people. It all depends on each person's circumstances, but pets, they calm, just touching is very important to any of us. And, when you think of seniors who are not always, but sometimes isolated, certainly they were during the pandemic, and other people, having something to touch, a living being to touch, it really calms people down and helps with the feeling of well-being. And the science is that that touch helps produce oxytocin, which, is a calming, healthy hormone. I don't even think it's a hormone, but whatever. It has a good response in the body, and stress, causes cortisol, which actually really erodes our immune system if we have it too often. And touch and having pets really helps with getting the cortisol really lowered or not at all, and with the production of oxytocin.
You know something, Heather? I think I'm going to refute everything you said. I have a 9, which you've heard about. You haven't met Bailey yet, but you will.
Bailey, I know.
Wear your hazmat gloves. He's a 9-year-old rescue, and his favorite thing in the world to do is bite. He still bites me if he likes something. He bites his groomer, whom he loves. He's a adorable little dog. He's sleeping, or I bring him over to the screen. But let me tell you, he is nasty. He's a nasty little boy. I love him to death. I take very good care of him. But I think my cortisol, is that what you said? I think it's at the highest level of anybody on the planet daily.
Well, Bailey may not be the prime example of a therapy pet, or, you may not be bringing him to skilled nursing facilities or, older adult daycare centers or, assisted living.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
There are many, reduced blood pressure, strengthening immune systems. There have been studies done on this, of older adults who have pets versus older adults who do not have pets. The companionship is so important, and it really helps people sharper. It helps them stay more active. If they're, for example, if you have to walk a dog, even if you're not walking a dog, having a pet of any kind, or, a cat or a dog, it's always a great topic of conversation. I know when I have dinner with my mother and her ladies at, where she lives, I love it because I can talk about my cat, and everybody has a pet story, whether they're a dog or a cat person. But it's also shown, it's, as I said, I think strengthening the immune system, also reducing. There was a study done on people who had, it was some kind of orthopedic surgery. And the people who were recovering had visits from companion pets, reported 50% less pain than the people who did not.
So fascinating. I will tell you that during the height of COVID last winter, I was so happy. He's a little dog. He's 10 pounds. I did that deliberately. I have to take him out 4 times a day. And it got me out of the house. Did I see anybody? No, I went places, see anybody, but I was up, I was moving, and I was outside. And after 9 years, we have reached an agreement, Bailey and I. We have a détente. We have an understanding on most things. So he really is extremely bonded to me, as am I to him. So
Yeah.
I understand. But my cortisol level is always, I'm always afraid he's going to bite a stranger in the street or go after another dog.
Well, I understand what you're saying. And actually, I have a very high maintenance cat, Tigger, who's actually 3 pounds heavier than Bailey.
Wow, that's a big cat.
Almost. Well, she's not that big, but she's kind of big. But yeah, pretty much. I mean, when I have, often at night, if I'm, in my chair reading, she loves to come get up on my lap, and she'll do the same thing in the morning when I get up. It really just, I just think it's a really good thing. And in people with dementias and Alzheimer's, they found that there are often fewer anxious outbursts from people, that they're a little calmer. And that also, better balance for people and reduced risk of fall because they're more active taking care of their pet.
Exactly.
So, I mean, one thing that I want to, I guess what I want to pass on is things to consider before getting a pet for an older adult. And I guess one is who's going to take care of that pet when the older adult no longer can, whether it's moving into a skilled nursing facility where they're not going to allow a pet, or memory care units often don't allow pets, but they have them. Sometimes they'll have they'll have people come in and bring pets, all kinds of animals in. They often have fish aquariums. Even watching fish swim in an aquarium helps reduce blood pressure. And I mean, many places that I'm in and out of, they have fish. And I remember years ago, a friend of mine who was very stressed, she got a fish aquarium. How much good it did, I don't know. But going back to the, so that's one thing to consider that, to consider, what kind of pet to get. So they may not want to get a Bailey. No offense, Bailey.
I didn't know I was getting a Bailey. There was an 81-year-old breeder in Alpharetta, Georgia. I got him off the internet.
Okay.
She had 15 of these darling puppies. They were taken from their mother too soon. And I went on the interview, stupid me, and I went click. Should have known because they didn't ask me one question about can I care for him? Have I had dogs before? They just said, send Monty $200 and pick your dog up in New Hampshire because Massachusetts, they're not allowed to bring and that's what I did. And then when he got out of the van,
Why?
didn't know how to eat. We put him in the back seat and all he did was bite. I couldn't even put a leash on him. I couldn't get off my couch for 2 years because he went after me. Also saw a shrink at the major Angel Memorial Hospital 3 times a week because they wanted to put him down and I couldn't do that.
Wow.
So he went to a dog psychiatrist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it helped. He went to a Reiki master and he bit the Reiki master. I took him to the church where they do healing with animals. He bit the minister.
Wow.
I mean, this is a tough dog.
Oh, he is tough.
So,
I just want to say about the other thing about, considering a pet, considering that if the older adult is actually able to take care of that pet or can hire somebody who can take care of it, because they often can bring pets, under 50 pounds into assisted living or independent living. But they need to be able to take care of the pet. And then I want people who really cannot have alive pets because they're in skilled nursing or assisted living or a memory unit, robo-pets. And I know I've raised this before, but robotic pets, I see people with cats, and they purr and they open their eyes and close their eyes. And there have been benefits. There are benefits to having even those robo-pets, even if the person knows that the pet is not real, that the pet is mechanical.
I think it's fabulous. I really do.
So that's just another, consideration for people.
Because I think you also have to think about cost. If I get another dog,
vet bills,
short-haired dog, because groomers, and they should be paid because it's a skilled job, are extremely pricey.
Mm-hmm.
Think about veterinarians. You have to think about shots.
Yeah.
Now there's my dog is considered a geriatric dog because he's 9. Zoe has geriatric blood tests, and that's a geriatric fee. I had no idea. Pet insurance,
Yep.
pricey, and you don't always get a return. So there were so many considerations, but when
Oh, yeah.
said and done, I'm thrilled that I have, and I'm so happy to see so many dogs in my neighborhood.
I know. I love it. I love it. I mean, it's wonderful to see pets being loved and to see people being loved as well. I mean, I
Smiles.
just really think it's great. But I think that Bailey and perhaps my cat Tigger may not be candidates for therapy pets.
No,
Because
but I'm
Tigger's
thinking that
tough,
if I go away, I'm hoping you'll take Bailey for the weekend.
Oh my God, with Tigger would take Bailey out.
I don't think so.
Oh, I want to
Oh,
tell
no.
you, no, Tigger
no.
attacked a friend. I brought a friend's dog home and it was
And?
stupid. Tigger attacked her.
Was she hurt?
We stayed at, yes, we ended up locking ourselves in my room for like 24 hours. It was awful. It was truly awful.
Oh my
So
gosh.
this is not the upside of having a pet, but
No, but I think
Tigger was
everybody.
thrilled, though, because I had just adopted her and she's like, what's this dog doing here?
Oh,
It's been a
jealous.
week. So that was a stupid human error, quite frankly.
That's okay. I
But
think pets help us all. And
Yeah.
Hershey, I'm going to see you again soon. If
you
anybody
are.
has any comments, I'm in Brookline, Mass. Heather is in Waltham, Mass. Our contact information is at the bottom. Spread this around because pets need homes. We need
Yes,
to
they do.
find homes for cats, dogs, and now my neighborhood is infested with rabbits.
Oh, wow. Yes, and people need pets.
Yes, they do.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye. Have a good rest of the day.
Yep, you too.